Hello and welcome to Foster Family Adventures. This week we've brought the yacht down to Portsmouth. It's in dock at the moment, as you can see. Basically brought the sister-in-law as well and her offspring. So unfortunately we were a bit slow and we did manage to get some tickets to go around this today, but in dock, HMS Victory, the famous HMS Victory. Really awesome. Shame that we couldn't get to go around it, but perhaps next time. So we're stopping at the Ibis Portsmouth. I've only ever stopped at Ibis once before, which is in London, and I was particularly drunk that night, so I don't really remember it very well. All I know is we were playing the Underworld with Blaze Bailey, so this place is really cool. It's really chilled out vibe to it. Cool fish tank. Still trying to convince Mandy to let me have a fish tank. Shouldn't trust me. We're doing a winner stays on pool competition later, and it's where they have breakfast in the morning and dinner. Hopefully enough gluten-free options for myself. So this is the Ibis double room. Flat screen telly on the wall. These rooms are definitely compact. Smaller than your average Premier Inn or whatever. But they're pretty cool. Double bed. Bedside table each side. Pretty cool lights. I like the lights. What'd you say, man?
Yeah, cool.
What'd you say, Zorro? I don't care. Some tea making facilities. Spare pillars. Do you want to do some studying, which I don't? You could sit at this desk. Here's my view out my window. I can pull the net curtain back. The main road. Nothing interesting. Choice of this or some rooftop plant. So chose the main road. Really quite compact toilet, shower and sink, and lovely. Yes, that is very compact. Oh, that's cool. Porthole window. I like that. Very nautical themed, in keeping with the theme of Portsmouth. Overall, seems pretty cool. Hopefully the beds are comfortable. Not a massive amount of room for you though, Zara, is there? Hey? He's not a ickle doggy, he's a massive doggy. Big, massive, hairy bear. How did everyone sleep last night? What about you, Zara? Was it good? Was it a good sleep? Yes.
It kept barking all right.
I heard him bark a couple of times. What did you think of your bed, Grandma?
It's alright, as long as you didn't have to keep getting up to shut the dog up all the time.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Oh well, that was me. Zach kept shuffling in, leaning on me. I was sweating. I was like, woke up. I was like, "What that? Why am I so hot?" And Zach's lying on top of me, pretty much. Gluten-free breakfast: mushrooms, bacon, scrambled egg, tomato, and beans. And I got some gluten-free toast and veggie sausage. I don't think what I got then. The only thing I haven't got is the ash brown, so it's pretty cool. Holiday weather report. Wet and cold. Literally 2 weeks ago it was pretty much 30 degrees. Typical.
So that's our ferry that we're meant to be on, leaving right now. What a start to the holiday.
So ferry update. We're on at 3:40 now. No one is taking responsibility for the error, but it definitely wasn't our fault. So we're back in Portsmouth town, walking the dog and having a look at the cool stuff. Check out this whale tail. There's loads of other cool statues down here as well, which I'll show you. It's actually a really cool town, Portsmouth. It's got a nice vibe to it. Check out this cool statue of a mine and some divers. It's a monument to HMS Vernon and the minesweepers. Really like that. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but we're on the GoPro because the weather is awful. I don't know if you can tell they drop in quality or what, but the camera's not waterproof, so here we are. This is cool, Zach, isn't it? Yeah. HMS Sirius. It's a statue of it. It's a sculpture, sorry. It says, I don't know if you can see it, this sculpture featuring the flagship of the First Fleet HMS Sirius commemorates the courageous voyage of the fleet which departed from Portsmouth on the 13th of May 1787 and arrived in Sydney on Australia's Foundation Day 26th of January 1788. Cool, nice bit of history. This is the first telephone box, but literally the first one ever made.
So it's projects of the Jubilee, the King's Death.
Alright, cool. I mean, I'm not quite sure about that, but fair enough. Anyone watching who's young and doesn't know what one of these is, this is what we used to have to do to phone people when we had never had no mobile phones. You what?
It says there that there were over 65,000 were built.
65,000 were built?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a ridiculous amount though, does it, when you figure that they covered the whole country? What's this bit here? This is HMS Vernon figurehead. This figurehead originates from the 4th HMS Vernon, a 50-gun frigate that saw active service in home waters and Americas and the East Indies between 1832 and 1848. I mean, I think they should have something a bit more scary on the front of their boat. Oh, cool. Massive torpedo. No plaque for this one, so I can't tell you anything about it, but other than it's a cool looking torpedo. A cannon. Obviously lots of naval artifacts.
Can you see it, Mom? Mom, there.
What are we looking at?
Big fish, look.
Oh yeah, big fish.
I'm looking at you, Mother.
Just there. Ferry update. We are just about to get on some nearly 7 hours after we were supposed to catch our first ferry. So essentially lost the best part of a day in Isle of Wight, which sucks. But we're happy to be boarding the ferry. We are aboard, waiting to set sail. Pretty exciting, ain't that? Oh, don't drop the GoPro. It's tight around my wrist while I think about it. Dogs allowed out, which is good. But the front of the boat, what's the front of the boat called in nautical terms? Kind of feel like the bows and the back. Yeah. No, because when they say a shot up your bow, it's kind of like a shot up your back, isn't it? You never heard that expression?
No, I haven't.
This is the back end. Well, they're lifting the bridge, so it must be just about ready to set off. Yeah, boy. Are you okay, Zorro? Still on the GoPro, by the way, as well, just in case it gets wet. Plus, if I drop this in the sea, I'd be very annoyed, but not as annoyed as if I drop the cannon.
So, I made sure there was enough space for the dog. 2 seats I gave him, but no, the dog wants to sit on my leg. So,
And take the other 2 seats.
yeah, so I'm a little bit cramped.
So we have finally arrived in the Isle of Wight at our chalet. This is our cool outside sitting and eating area. And I'll show you inside. Oh, tripped over the dog. Don't trip over the dog. There's a Zaki. This is our living area. I believe this turns into a double bed, although we don't need it. Pretty small telly, but I'm sure it'll do all that we need it to. Full-size kitchen. And then,
Guess what I just found?
what?
Whatever this is.
There's our,
An American must have visited.
oh yeah, scent. A bathroom with shower. Separate toilet and sink. What's in here? Ah, the boiler. Nice. Pretty dark in this hallway. First twin room. Whoa, check this out. Do not sleep with your head that side.
Ooh, you got a nice radiator.
You got warm
so
feet.
You can get warm feet.
But not very much headroom for your feet, if that makes sense.
I just sleep in this way though. On your head like that.
Yeah, you smack your head. So that's going to be, I think you're sharing with Grandma.
No, I'm having that room. Yeah,
Right.
behind you.
This is going to be mine and Amanda's room. Double, the only double in the caravan. Cool wardrobes, little shelf, got all our camera kit set up.
This is my room.
This is Zach's room, twin room, sorry.
With the
Cool
windows
window.
that can be open.
Sweet.
Hello.
Yeah. So we'll show you some more of the facilities later, but yeah, pretty happy with the chalet. Looks pretty nice. We've just noticed they've left this nice parcel. It says anything is possible, and I thought, what's this? Look inside. Get the stuff out for us, Zaki. We've got a doggy blanket with bones and paws on it. What else is in there, mate?
There's dog toy.
Dog toy.
Some dog treats.
Doggy treats.
And a doggy water bottle.
Nice.
Which has the thing where you can drink out of.
That is a really nice touch. Thank you, Away Resorts. I'm sure Zara will love it, especially the toy.
Hello.
Hello, Sophie.
Oh, no, it smells horrible.
We have arrived at the Robin Hill Centre for lots of fun and tobogganing and a 4D cinema, apparently. I know they've definitely got a 4D cinema because I've just seen it. First attraction, motion 4D cinema, and it says you can't go on if you've got neck disorders, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Just got off the 4D experience, which was a roller coaster through the Amazon. What did you think, Amanda?
That's good.
It would have been better with the full 4D and you had the 3D glass. We never had the 3D glasses, but it was still pretty cool.
That was cool.
Worth doing it. Little update on the holiday and the caravan. After a night,
We arrived.
the beds are actually way comfortable than I thought they were going to be, but we've realised there's nowhere near enough power sockets, and which we didn't realise as well is there's no Wi-Fi, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but
You can get Wi-Fi. You
yeah, you have to pay
for it.
£10
device.
per device for a week. So when you got 6 people in a caravan and a doggy camera, that's 7 devices. So I think we can do without Wi-Fi for a bit, can't we? We're on the pirate ship Colossus, right at the back. Zach's a bit nervous, aren't you, Zach? Are you nervous, Soph?
No.
And I can poke Amanda and Michelle all the way around.
You do that, you get this in your face.
I'm scared of you.
You are, it should be.
This is going to be a thrill ride. Can't wait. Hit it. Oh, we're so When you're in the treetops like this, apart from that guy soaring in a parasaur, and you got this, when he shuts up, and you got this music, what does it make remind you of? I'm getting reminiscence of Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See all sorts of strange creatures here.
You gotta bounce all the way across. Oh, Jesus! We're just about to go on this toboggan. Hopefully someone comes past this, I can just see what I'm going on about. This is pretty much what Manda sold coming to the Isle of Wight on. This toboggan, so it best be awesome. Best be thrilling.
I was little when I came on it last
I
time.
don't think anyone's going to come down. I'm going to come down like a rocket. Apparently they got brakes, but I'm not planning on using them. It means like I got a little challenge so you can get the fastest time.
It says slow on that, so go slow when you come up on that.
No, I'm going to race.
Does.
I'm going to race
It
her.
says slow on that.
Zach's already started making excuses like, well, you're heavier than me, so chances are you'll beat me. Absolute disaster. Queued up for the toboggan. Got on, tested the GoPro before we went on, great, plenty of battery. Sat on and the bleeding thing wouldn't turn on, so I've not got any recording of me doing the toboggan. So and I can't get back in because the queue's massive. So really annoyed. And of course when I came off, tried it again, it turned on, so I don't know what was happening. Just didn't want me to record it. But on the flip side, I've now gone and got some ice cream. So I've got chocolate vanilla ice cream, and they give you a tiny little spoon. And now we have transferred over to Japan. Spending the afternoon in Japan, aren't we, love? Do you reckon there must be koi carp in there, surely? That's why they've got like the little Japanese tower over there. Ladies and gentlemen, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water! The Romans at Robin Hill, the story of the Combley Villa, a buried Roman farmstead. You want a photo, Zach?
No.
Let's see what this is all about. I know for a fact Romans weren't that tall. He's a good 6'5", him. No chance.
This is how tall it is.
Oh, there's a dead Roman soldier.
I just slapped a Roman.
As if they've just framed him up like that. Oh, it's terrible. So a bit of a timeline. Started from 750 BC. Apparently they tried to invade Britain, unsuccessful, but then in 44 AD, the Isle of Wight tribes seemed to welcome the Roman army good trading opportunities and a wealth to make, and apparently this is what they found. It's an old Roman site.
That's the wrong way.
Well, depends which way you're looking at it. We're looking at it from north down to south. I don't think any of these artifacts actually came from around here. They just look cool.
This. Close one.
That's brave, that. He's got a massive sword. Me and the boy about to check out the falconry. Also, looks like it's going to rain, so if it does, won't be able to record it. We were sitting here with Amanda, but she had to move because of the doggo and the birds, and she's now sitting. Where's she sitting? Over there. On that bench.
Because everybody loves this chap. This is Boldrick. He's a Harris Hawk, and Harris Hawks, they come from South America. So Mexico, Argentina way. And these guys, they live, work and socialise in a big family group in the wild known as a class. And this class can be anything from 2 birds up to 28 birds have been recorded out there in South America, all living and working together. So now what happens in the early morning time, they go off and they're going to split off into 2 teams. So one team is going to be your males and the other team will be your females. The females, they are bigger, stronger and far more aggressive. And they are the birds that will actually do the easy job. The males are the ones that are going to run through the undergrowth, through the bramble, the bracken and the brush in search of food. It's a frugivorous buzzard. They don't come from exactly the same area, but very similar, in the sense that he'll come from kind of the middle of America, so Central and Northern America, where the Harris Hawk comes from Southern and Central America. So where their boundaries overlap, they really don't get on at all. Now, there's a bit of a crisis going on in the world of frugivorous buzzards, to what this bird actually is, whether he is a hawk, a buzzard, or an eagle. Now what that means is, here in the UK, I'll call him a buzzard, because he is part of the buteo family, so that's what our common buzzard here in the UK is called. His Latin name is buteo in the UK, which just means buzzard. But over there in America, this guy is known as buteo regalis, which simply means the regal buzzard, so therefore I will call him a buzzard. Now when you go to a lot of scientists, they'll start calling him an eagle now, and that's because of his general makeup. He's very eagle-like in the way he acts, and kind of in the way he flies as well, to some degree. Thank you very much. But if you are an American, wait, is there any Americans here at the moment? Anyone American? That's right. Because if you're American, then you'll call him a hawk. This bird, although he's a fairly big bird, you can notice that he's got these tiny, pathetic little feet. They're absolutely minuscule. And if you look at the next bird, which is a lot smaller than him, he's got far larger feet. The size of the feet determine the size of the prey. So therefore, he catches relatively small items of prey, and he eats them pretty quick. So he's got this massive mouth. And he'll catch anything up to the size of a gopher, so it's pretty small. And about the guinea pig size. So he can eat it in just a couple of bites, and he can get back up into the airways and be nice and safe. He's falling apart, but you tried to catch it. So with that then, the frugivorous buzzard, they're quite a nervous species.
So we've only got and done it again, haven't we?
Too much fun.
Yeah, well, I had a bit of a vision as to how many videos we're going to do and how we're going to cut them, but it turned out slightly different, so we haven't actually got a dedicated outro for this particular video. So here we are, we're doing it from home a couple of weeks, well no, a week after we got back, pretty much. So, but yeah, the Portsmouth thing, the ferry. So we booked the ferry through the campsite, and we had the confirmation, and we got to the ferry port and they were like,
nah, not going on.
The computer says no. But it turns out they weren't prepared to take responsibility for it, nor were the campsite.
It got sorted pretty quick though.
They sorted it, but no one stuck around up. So then we ended up having another 7 hours in Portsmouth.
Which wasn't too bad.
There's worse places to be, but it wasn't planned. What we didn't film, we went to Portsmouth, we went to Five Guys for the first time.
Yeah.
Which was nice, but really expensive for what it is. So I don't think we're going down there and again in a rush.
I think if you understood the menu, you would be able to get it a bit better. Cause like,
I understood the menu perfectly.
Well, I didn't, because like the burgers that we got were like that big.
I didn't get a burger.
So, you know, if we'd have got the normal size burgers, then it might have been cheaper.
So they don't do gluten-free buns, so I just had a hot dog, sausage and some chips. So it was pretty expensive. No, I didn't. I had Coke. Anyway, so we went Five Guys, hung around in Portsmouth for a bit, and then we caught the ferry, which was good.
Everyone loved Zorro.
Everyone loves. Zorro could be a celebrity dog because, well, everywhere he goes, he gets a lot of attention. Oh, he's so big and fluffy, and he's a big soft bear, really. But although
a heavy soft bear.
Yeah, although he kept you and Grandma awake in the hotel in the Ibis.
Because he didn't like people walking past his door. At 3 o'clock in the morning, his howl certainly wakes you up.
Well, I was literally just over the corridor.
He doesn't bark often.
I only heard him once, so I don't know what you're going on about. Either that or you must have been good at shutting him up pretty quick. Yeah, so the Ibis was okay. You pretty much get what you pay for. It's pretty cool.
I liked it.
It's a cool vibe there,
Yeah.
and we had some fun in the evening playing pool and that. But the rooms are pretty small.
I didn't mind. I think I would have minded it more if we were staying there longer than the night, maybe.
I would go to an Ibis again.
Yeah, breakfasts were really nice.
Breakfast was alright as well, yeah. So, and then obviously in this video, then we got over to the campsite. We show you around the caravan, which worked well. As the holiday went on, we realised that there wasn't enough storage in the caravan. There certainly wasn't enough power sockets, which we mentioned in the, which is like I suppose a new age problem, isn't it? When everyone's got phones and tablets and computers, and I'm trying to charge camera batteries and so on and so forth. But yeah, it was it did as well for a week, didn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
And then we went to the Robin Hill Centre the day after we got there, which was pretty cool. Although we couldn't film the toboggan, but what we didn't show, we actually went back another day to try and catch it. And then we got back in, made sure everything was working on the camera again. We got back in the queue. It was about half an hour to 40 minutes queue.
You forget the camera that day as well, so you had to drive back and get the camera.
Yeah, it was a big rigmarole.
You could film it.
And then we got, literally, it was our turn to get on the toboggan, and they closed it because of the rain. And I would have waited, but he said they won't reopen it because they have to dry all the course off. It'd be at least a couple of hours. It's like, it was just destined.
Only if it stopped raining.
Yeah, it was destined to not be filmed, but it was good fun. And the Robin Hill Centre's good fun. The falconry and they had the pirate ship and all the other stuff there.
I'm sure there's a POV on the internet of what the actual slide footage that we didn't get looks like. It was good. And
you pay once, then you can get free entry for a week.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
7 days.
You know what I mean? It's not free, you pay for it, but you know what I'm saying.
How much was it? Can you remember?
No, I can't remember. But it wasn't ridiculous. It was like
no.
30 quid or something like that. 30 quid a person, something like that. That's the ice cream man.
What about the seaside? What seagulls as well?
Yeah, we've got seagulls and ice cream man. And, well, I shouldn't say that. I should say ice cream person. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. A few more coming up. Probably at least another 2 more from the Isle of Wight. So, the next one, we go to a cool aqua park and have lots of fun with the GoPro. And it turned out really well, that footage, so I'm quite chuffed with that. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!